become a better Muslimah, to become someone that's, all of these things. But for why? What's the purpose? What's the payment? What is the reward? What is to happen, if I become the best Muslimah who's an active da'i, who's an active this and an active that? What's the reward? Allah says, if you are successful, if you pass, for you, I have prepared something. My reward to you is something no eye has ever seen, no ear has ever heard, no heart and no mind has ever imagined or contemplated. This is what I have prepared. This is what I have prepared for those believers that are successful. I have prepared for them a paradise, the likes of which no one has ever seen or heard or even imagined. This is what awaits you, my brother and my sister. Jannah, Jannat, tajri min tahtiha al-anhar. A paradise awaits you, under which rivers flow underneath your feet. I don't know what the condition is here, but I know in Sydney, property is based on water. The closer you live to water, the more expensive your house is. Is it the same here? No? In Sydney, the closer you live to water, the more expensive your house is. And if you can see water from your house, it's called water views. If your home has water views, then your property automatically doubles. And if you have a waterfront, if you live on the water, between you and the water is only sand, you have a waterfront house, then this is what they call prime real estate. Allah doesn't tell you you live on the waterfront. Allah says underneath your feet, underneath your houses, underneath your palaces, rivers flow. This is what I have prepared for my believers. This is what I've prepared for those that pass. And let me tell you, my brothers, wallahi, Jannah is of levels. And don't you for a minute think that those that are on the high levels are the same as those on the low levels. I'll give you an example. Has anyone here ever been on an airplane? Just raise your hand. Have you been on an airplane? Have you been on an international flight? Yeah? MashaAllah. I want to give you this analogy. Soon, I'll be leaving Oslo and I'll be flying to Sydney. Right? And I'm taking an Emirates flight. So you and I now, we're both jumping on the same aeroplane. We're jumping on an Emirates flight and we're going to Sydney. Technically, both you and I are on the same aeroplane. But I want to ask you, is the one that is sitting in first class, can he be compared to the one that's sitting in the back? You see, when you and I travel, or at least me anyway, when I travel, I sit in the back, usually next to the toilets. Right at the back. Economy. And usually when they take you into the aeroplane, how do they take you in? When you come to the airport, they ask you, so you flying business or economy? You say economy. They tell you, then line up with the sheep, inshallah. Come to the left. You look at the queue, ya Allah, you think, bro, this plane's going to leave and we're going to be still standing here. Look at the people. But those who fly business and first class, sir, ma'am, please, right this way. Right this way. You're worried, I'm 2-3 kilos overweight. He has 50 kilos over whatever he has. 50 kilos is the minimum of what he's allowed. Are they the same? Then when they take you onto the aeroplane, how do they take you in? They make you walk through first class and business class and tell you, sir, keep going straight down to the toilets, please. And they make you see the seats. You've seen the seats. You've seen the size of the TV screens. And you walk through and your heart burns. That for 14 hours I'm going to be smelling the toilets while this guy's reclining all the way back. But you and I can still both boast that, hey, I was on the Emirates flight with him. But can you really be compared? The food is not the same. The seats are not the same. Even the hosts are not the same. Have you noticed how they're always pretty in the front, and you get to the back, you think, Ya Latif, please don't serve me, man. I don't want to eat anything. Everything changes in dunya. What about what Allah has prepared for those who are on the high levels?